at 312-985-7834. That's the number to the asylum. You can also find us on Facebook, and you can tweet us at black.music37. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. It's been a crazy year. 2018 has started off and is continuing to spin in a crazy way. Tonight, I have some special friends of mine there in the studio tonight. We have band nerds straight out of Texas. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
What up?
They're gonna be hanging out with me tonight. We're gonna be playing some music. We're gonna be talking a little trash about this, that, and the other. About our heroes. I guess their heroes, maybe Kanye West, Clarence Thomas. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? The whole get down. The whole world is crazy and everything's spinning mad. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that, the music, where they are right now. They're actually on tour, right, you guys?
Yes.
Man, how's that working out for you guys right now?
Cramped.
Yes.
Cramped? Is this y'all first major?
Yeah, this is our first official tour.
Okay.
It's like a sneak peek of what will eventually be able to do bigger things. So, we're touring with our fellow label mates, Pigweed. So,
okay, Pigweed. Shout out to Pigweed. I don't know where my bell is. Shout out to Pigweed. Thanks, guys, for bringing these guys along. So, now how did this whole tour come about with you guys?
It came about through the label, Haven Entertainment. I snicker because sometimes I have mixed feelings about it, but nonetheless, it came forth through them. They put us in touch with the guy that books a lot of stuff, and so through that, through preferences, mostly Pigweed's preferences, we set up a tour going in this direction. Because initially we wanted to venture out in a different direction, and they kind of persuaded us to follow this Midwest swing of a tour direction.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Right? Well, it's working out, man. How many days?
So far so good.
Okay.
Right now it's only a total of 7. I think 7 dates.
Yeah.
We're down 2. You know what I mean? And
cool. You got the trailer? Man,
yeah, we got the trailer. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like we doing it. This is like the Chitlin Circus.
Shout out to the Chitlin. But you know what? It's DIY, man. It's yourself. Pack up the van, get the stuff, grab your gear,
right,
and go for it, man.
Yeah. We're really learning a lot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I'm learning a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can say about that much so far. But like Scully said, we'll just see how it goes. You know what I mean? But
absolutely.
This is when we set out to leave. We were like, what are your expectations? We asked each member. You know what I mean? And it was kind of unanimous. It was like, we don't expect too much, but we want to learn a lot, make connections. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So. And that's what we're going to do. And as long as we do that, then I think it'll be a success.
Absolutely, man. Get the word out there. I wish we had more time to hang out here in Chicago. We can meet around and do some things.
Yeah, man, that would have been cool.
But, you're passing through, and I'm really, really happy you guys came through, man. I wish I had more festivities going on. That's all good.
Appreciate it.
But you're going to South Bend, right, from here?
Yes,
South Bend, Indiana. Man, you have stories about South Bend, let me tell you.
Oh.
But no, it's not about me tonight. It's about you guys. But yeah, man, that's how I know. It's only about 2 hours away, not even if you drive fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have tons of stories about South Bend. But yeah, man, after you guys leave from South Bend, we just keep making a whole big Midwest circle.
Yeah, we're going to be at Cheers on May 2nd in South Bend, Indiana. Then we're going to Warren, Michigan, Hot Rocks Cafe on May 3rd. And May 4th will be in Indianapolis, Indiana, at Bojack's.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then we're going to Bradley, Illinois at the Looney Bin on May 5th.
So you guys will be back on May 5th?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We're like going up to Michigan and then coming back down.
Okay, I got you.
Then we're going to Bradley, Illinois, the Looney Bin on the 5th, Lansing, Michigan, Max on the 6th, and then heading back to Texas.
Our schedule's on all our social media and stuff.
Okay.
We keep people updated. So, but I would like to say,
go ahead.
I was really excited about coming to Chicago. Like, really, I'm such a fan of The Chi. Okay. Like, it's one of my favorite shows.
Oh, you talking about that TV show?
Yeah, I know.
Shout out to The Chi.
Yeah, I love that show. The Chi is one of my favorite shows.
What's that girl name? Lena White?
Yes.
Lena?
She's amazing. She's a good writer, and I'm a fan of hers. I'm a fan of the show. I was not expecting, I'm not expecting, that to be, you know what I mean? But like, I was very excited about seeing the architecture. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Like,
wow.
Like y'all's architecture is beautiful. You know what I mean? Originally, I'm from Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? So I know, like up north, we like to build up. You know what I mean? And in Texas, it's like a lot of land, so you don't really see like the stoops and the basements and stuff anymore. True. So I was really excited to get up here and get to see the architecture and stuff like that. So.
Well, that's cool. You get a chance to go downtown. You're up here on the north side, so take in all of that.
Yeah.
But one thing I noticed about Texas, because I did go to Texas last fall, went to Houston to go see a football game, and I noticed that there's a lot of sheds in Texas. Y'all shed like crazy. Like, man, I'm looking at sheds like, man, that's nicer than mine. That's nicer than 3 of my apartments I live in. Look at that one. I almost got an upstairs.
Yeah, there's a lot of space up there.
It's crazy, man. What they doing with just a shed, the kind of shed you can buy at like Walmart or Home Depot or something like that.
It just depends on what neighborhood you're in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just in the shed.
Yeah,
I mean, I keep a lot of stuff that I don't want to cram in my garage. I keep my lawnmower and I keep all these other tools in my shed. I need to keep some mouse traps. They get in there.
You having some rodent problems in your shed?
Yeah, it's bad out there.
That's crazy, man. So you guys keep all your equipment locked up in like a, not a shed, but in your like rehearsal space or something like that?
It depends who's listening.
Right.
We don't keep our stuff nowhere.
Right, I got you. I mean, that just thought about. So can you actually rehearse in a shed?
Yeah, that's where we practice.
Just out like in the middle of a field somewhere, right?
No, that's right, my backyard.
It's in his backyard. Yeah, so them videos where we're practicing and stuff, we're in his shed.
At 12 a.m.
Yeah, 12 a.m.
No complaints so far.
In the shed, you got electricity, like plug in, not just
AC.
AC, everything. It's a little mini house.
Yeah, we got a heater too, but we don't need it most times. So it's hot enough.
It's always pretty warm in Texas.
Yeah, when you get 6 people in a room with instruments, it warms up.
That's true. You get a lot of body heat when you're rehearsing and stuff like that. Well, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to have a shed. I'll have a whole house there. Do they even have basements in Texas?
It depends on what area. It's very rare though.
And it depends on how much money you have.
Yeah, Highland Park, they have basements.
Yeah, and like if
you come from old money and you live in an old part of town that is affluent, then you probably have a basement. And some people also build kind of like a storm shelter basement. Since Dallas is right there at the end of Tornado Alley, sometimes we get some weather to come through there.
And, like tornadoes, hurricanes.
Not so much the hurricanes, but tornadoes definitely. Hurricanes, they tend to hit further south in the Houston area around the Gulf.
Okay.
But the tornadoes are very unpredictable.
Yeah.
I mean, you can track the weather patterns and you can track the funnel clouds, but where they drop is just no telling.
This dude reads the Farmer's Almanac.
Right.
Well, I mean,
lately though, Texas weather has been in its feelings because they don't know if it wants to be hot or cold or whatever.
Same thing here, except it's always cold. Today, you guys got lucky because today is the nicest day of the year.
Yo, I've been hearing that it's been like mad cold.
Mad cold is an understatement. Right. Yesterday I'm like, man, it's cold as hell outside. It's April 29th. It's cold as hell.
Yeah, I was saying we were gonna bring the warmth up here.
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that heat.
I'm like, damn, man, I'm busy as hell today. This is the perfect day to be out riding my bike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get my skateboard out or something like that. I can't ride a skateboard.
It's cool though.
Yeah.
You got a skateboard?
We used to.
Really?
I mean, like, I'll still pull it out just to see if I still got it. I don't have it. But that doesn't
I
stop
never
me
had
from
it.
trying.
I never had it.
I could never do a kickflip. You know, and so I said
I could never go 6 feet on that mug. You know what I mean?
I said before I turn 40, I'm going to do a kickflip.
We have a friend named Cody that was doing some tricks on one of the videos that we're gonna post. He was just skating all around.
Man, when I was a kid, now this is how bootleg and ghetto we were. Now my two buddies made their own skateboard.
Oh.
Out of discarded roller skates, like, you know, girl roller skates,
okay,
and 2x4s.
Nice. Whoa.
And they made them themselves.
Yeah.
Hey.
I was jealous, and I still, with my big ass feet, could not ride these suckers. You know, I couldn't ride the little 6 inch wide board. You think I'm gonna ride a 2x4?
Right.
Yeah.
These two suckers with their narrow ass feet, me with my big old 13s, man, I couldn't do it. Man. So I stuck to big wheels and bicycles and tricycles.
Yeah.
That nature, you know.
Bikes
never fast. Never fast. They were always the quick ones, you know.
Okay.
I was the slow one on the BMX bike.
I got you.
So, I was just always wondering because I always see guys out there, you know, they practice and then they go out and start riding skateboards and having fun and things, you know. So,
yeah.
You know, sometimes you do that to cut loose, you know.
Yeah, that was early band nerds.
Okay, all right, you know,
Yeah.
y'all been doing it for a while. How long y'all been a band cohesively?
Since
Oh no, man, we tossed that around. Yeah, you know, we've been through some changes, you know what I mean? But as far as consistently,
well, let me just put it this way: Band Nerds, as a band outside of the people in it, has been together since 2011.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I think I remember that. Probably when I.
Yeah, because like when we first started, we were like an R&B-ish band.
Really?
Yeah, kind of. It was like a.
Yeah, we had some people that it was a little hard to drag them into a more grittier sound.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep it smooth. They wanted to keep it
right.
Keep it neo soul.
Yeah.
You know, I think I heard an interview with the Roots, and they started the same way. They started off as kind of like a jazz.
Yeah, like a jam band.
Yeah,
they
like
were
a jam band type thing. You know.
Yeah, when they had Scott Storch in there.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't know. You didn't know that?
I didn't know.
He was their key player. How y'all not know this?
I didn't know. And I used to be a huge fan of, but I didn't know who he was.
But yeah, we used to get compared to the Roots. You know what I mean? Because we were that style. We had keyboard in there, you know, stuff like that. But I always, you know, wanted to do rock. You know what I mean? Like I always wanted to mix and fuse, you know, hip hop and rock together. And, you know, we just had to eventually, slowly but surely, we got there. But, you know, it was just, it was a learning experience, you know what I mean?
So not everybody is ready to play heavy music.
No, you know what I mean? Especially
not everybody has the conviction.
Yeah, especially in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was really hard because at one point we were all black. We were all black band, you know what I mean? And as we got harder, we got lighter.
So now we're 3 black and 3 Mexican.
Yeah, so but we're still all minorities though.
You know what though?
Disgruntled minorities.
I have these conversations with friends of mine all the time about the black and brown music scene.
Right.
As far as it being away from traditional black and brown music, whether it be banda music or whether it be hip hop and R&B, you know, this whole thing, what I do is a departure from all of that.
Yeah.
But it's not excluding that either. You know, because we all come from that.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like we got to show it a little bit of love as we move to the next thing. You know?
Yeah.
So it all has its place. You know, we have our influences. You know.
Yes, exactly.
Stevie Wonder to, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like I could be wrong, and you know someone could fact check me on it, but I feel like it hasn't really been a nu metal band where they were raised in the hip hop culture, and then they added the rock to it. You know what I mean? It's usually like a rock band. You grew up in rock, and then they like hip hop too. And so you get this, the fusion opposite way. So
maybe I think it's because most people who grew up listening to hip hop don't really associate themselves with instruments.
Right, exactly.
Right. So they want to do these things. They want to turntable and do samples more so than pick up the guitar and make out this riff.
Yeah.
Or at least try to mimic something that they've heard on the record.
Yeah.
So it takes somebody to start with kind of a more of a musical background,
Yeah.
Even from anywhere from the saxophone, to whatever, to the flute. They got music in their mind.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can go out there and find something else. So
and we have S. Dot as a drummer now. He's a metalhead. And I have a metal background too, so.
Started with the saxophone.
Yeah.
See?
Right.
He knows music though.
He knows music.
You know what I'm saying?
You need somebody that knows a little bit of theory.
Right.
Yes,
And the rest of it is all balls.
He's very proficient. He can speak for himself. But I like tooting his horn because he's really knowledgeable. As like because we're the actual only band nerds in the group now. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. It's like, oh, I get to talk music, technical terms and theory with someone, And so, but he's very proficient, so it doesn't matter what his background, what his preference was, he knows music, so he gets down with whatever we're putting, so.
I asked bands like you guys about the mix between actual real instruments and the samples, and do you want to keep a healthy balance? Do you want to stay heavy? Where are you guys at right now with that?
Yeah, like the direction that I want to go with the music is kind of like where we are right now. I want to keep that fusion going, you know what I mean? I like the balance of it's heavy, you know what I mean, but it still has a hip hop influence, and like you could rage out to it, but you could also just vibe to it, you know what I mean? I feel like we have a healthy balance in what we're doing.
Absolutely.
So I want to rock with this kind of sound for a little bit, you know what I mean, until it gets old, and then if we have to evolve, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Bye. Amen, bro. So, so like I'm saying, okay, now when you have hip hop influence. This is what I was gonna say. Right now, I feel like I've said this a million times. The hip hop scene is a little oversaturated to me, and in a sense, I think technology is good for it and bad for it at the same time. Meaning, it makes anybody be able to put out a record of some sort.
Yeah, we just had that conversation.
Literally, anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just talked about it.
I could go in my pocket right now and put out an album.
Yeah,
exactly. It's just not right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, like the culture right now is a little. I don't know. I'm old.
Oversaturated.
I'm old, so like I think like I'm coming from a different place. I'm coming from the late '80s. The early '90s, the what they call the golden age, or whatever. But so it's just the message, the tone, everything is the technology, everything has kind of changed, And I don't know. I don't want to seem behind the times, I want to be in front of the times, but I don't know. I mean, so what do you guys stand on that? Like,
I think they're making it too simple. They're just taking things away, and I think with this album that we have, Forget Me Nots, we just kept everything, a little more complicated and real dynamic to where through the album we take you through the whole gamut of emotions and all the stuff that we've been going through in the past 2 years, and we're able to just put it down. We have something for everybody from this album.
See, that's what I like. I like to feel. I like somebody, a band, or artist, or whatever, to make me feel something. Get inside of me, you know what I mean? And feel. I don't just put me on the surface, Get inside. That's why I like that song Horse so much. I love that song, man. I'm like, this right here, this is the perfect mix right there.
Yeah.
It's got the perfect mix of groove, the hip hop, and that splash of darkness is what I love.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. You know what I mean?
I consider it like the real gateway drug into something harder.
Yeah, exactly.
If you wanted to get somebody that's kind of growing up in this era of this trap electronica, kind of dumbed down thing, if you want to get them introduced into something harder, I'm not gonna say something real, but I want to say something real.
You can say that. You can definitely say that because that's what's in your heart. That's what you mean.
And I feel like if you speak out against the climate right now, people consider you a hater and people consider you old. I just feel like right now, this climate, people are getting away with not having talent, and nobody is calling them out on not being talented.
Yeah,
I agree.
And I feel like that's going to be the downfall of the music industry. Because for some reason now all of a sudden people are afraid to call someone out and say you don't have talent. I mean, you can try to disguise it. I mean, you can try to disguise it as art all you want. But I was trying to make this comparison the other day. If I'm a photorealism artist and I spent a month trying to make this piece, and it looks exactly like something else to a T. Mm-hmm. And then you get someone in here that says he's an artist, takes a paintbrush, swafts it over a canvas 3 times with his eyes closed, and puts it out there and is like, this is my art. Mm-hmm. There's no comparison. But yet, if his art is popular, then now all of a sudden I'm a hater for saying he doesn't have talent because he's popular.
Yeah.
And people try to equate, well, since he's popular, then he has talent. It's like, no, they don't have talent. They just happen to be popular.
Exactly.
But see, that's what, okay.
Right.
So what makes people popular?
Right. And speaking out on that, now I'm a hater.
Well, and then it goes back to what we were talking about a little bit earlier. You said technology. It's a good thing and a bad thing. The fact that it's so accessible to anybody, it took away the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? Because like back in the day, you used to have to go through. It was like checks and balances. Yep. Like they're not just gonna let anybody on the radio. You know what I mean? Right. Like back in Motown, you know, they had a whole panel that you had to get it passed through before you even take that to the radio. Nowadays, it's like, well, if the old heads don't like it, who cares? I'll just put it online. You know what I'm saying?
There's no system of vouching anymore.
Yeah, exactly. There's no more gatekeepers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It used to be if another artist that was established vouched for you, then that was pretty much your introduction into the industry. It's like your debutante's ball.
Exactly.
You know, it's like someone else vouching for you, then that says that based off of their experience and their opinion, which it mattered because they have a name for themselves, and then they vouch for you. So then people say, I can trust that voucher. Mm-hmm. But now you don't have a vouching system.
Right? Nah, you just got a lot of likes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, on social media.
And that's the thing now. It's all about likes and views and stuff like that. It's not necessarily about actually being good.
Right. No. Talent is defined differently now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think my nephew said to me once, he said that people like artists for what they are going to be. Like they like people for their potential. And I'm like, well, that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, not at all. If that is the case, then you know what I mean, who's judging this potential? You know what I mean?
That's like I'm gonna go to the store, I'm gonna go to the restaurant to give me some food. I know it's nasty, but they're gonna get good one day.
One day
their food is gonna get good.
And I'll be able to say I was here first.
Until then, though, my butt's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That don't make no sense.
No.
I'm gonna pay full price for this crappy burger.
Yeah.
Because one day they're gonna get good.
Yeah, well, my question is, how do you change that? How do we change that?
You gotta call them out.
You know what I mean? Like,
you get people to eat better diets.
and it puts us in a position to where it's like, you want to change it, but it's like, if this is the direction everybody is going, you know what I mean? Like, what are we supposed to do? You know what I mean? But, you know, everybody's like, stay true to yourself kind of thing, but, you know, I can see how other artists feel the pressure to be clowns and, you know, do things to get attention, you know what I mean?
But that's the audience, though. I mean, because you got to think about who's the audience. The audience are the young folks. Those are, it used to be the people who bought the music.
Right.
People don't buy music anymore.
No, music is the promotion.
Right.
Yeah, music is the promotion now.
That's what I hate the most.
Streaming?
That's just
I thought you said title.
No, but it's like, I don't have to buy any music. I don't lie.
Right,
What, you know what they'll tell you? Because it's all bad. They'll tell you there's no music out there that's worth buying.
But have you
ever heard that from somebody? I've heard this from young folks. Yeah, I like so-and-so artists, but I would never buy it.
Wow.
Like, why though?
But it's popular, so I'll like it to be but I won't support it.
Yeah, I blame labels.
Yeah.
I blame them. It's the labels' fault. Because the labels still, even though the business model, how to make it independently is out there. Okay. But at the end of the day, as an artist that is in the independent, you know what I mean, I understand that these major labels still have all the connections. They have, you know, top tier pickings. You know what I mean? So if I want to go to a radio station and get our music played, like, I don't know the program director like the head of Atlantic or the head of Universal does, you know. So they're in their back pocket, you know what I mean? They still have the power to control who gets in and out, but you have labels like Atlantic that specifically go online and look at social media and look who's trending and sign them. There's no reason that Bad Baby or Bad Bobby should be a signed artist. I'm sorry, I'm not hating or anything, but like
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. But she's a signed artist,
and now
she's the Cash Me Outside girl.
Yeah. And now
the Cash Me Outside girl.
Oh, that girl?
Yes. There's no reason why she should be a signed artist. You know what I'm saying?
Now she's up for an award.
Now she's up for an award. You know what I mean?
I think best rap.
Exactly. Serious? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And now it's gonna come to a point where it's like no one cares anymore, and anybody. It's gonna be like the presidency.
It's almost like
you know what I'm saying? We're letting anybody in. You know what I mean? So
it's almost like Idiocracy, the movie, but with music.
That was a great movie, by the way. But you know what? That's our future.
Yeah,
that is our future.
It is.
Yeah,
that is our future.
Yeah. I mean, all we need is a wrestler.
But one of the questions I have is why is Nickelback still on the radio? We saw a guy today. What was it?
Yeah, he was in a Nickelback shirt. And we were like, he must be blind.
Yeah.
And his girl just dressed him like that.
People like Nickelback, man. You know, yeah. I have more respect for Nickelback than like Lil Uzi Vert or somebody like that. You know, I don't like either one.
True.
But you know, one of them gonna be around a little bit longer.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Nickelback is already around longer than I expected them to ever be.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's just whoever has enough money to push the product the furthest is what it is.
Exactly. You know, but then again, I think Nickelback's fans will support them way longer than
because they put in the work. You know what I'm saying? They built a solid fan base. You can't knock them for that. You know,
and they've built a brand.
Yeah.
Whether or not you want to like it or not, they've built a brand for this.
Yeah. I mean, I like Nickelback. A couple of their songs. You know what I mean? You know, it's fun to troll Nickelback. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? But yeah, like.
Yeah, I was watching a stand-up, Patton Oswalt. He did a thing on it where he was like, back in my 20s. When I hated a band, I hated them. Oh, I hate Nickelback. Oh, you know, we just going through the whole thing. You know how it is when you're young, you hate a band. I can't stand that band. They suck. Yeah. You tell all your friends, I hate Nickelback. They suck. He's like, in my 40s, like, I don't care. I don't give a spit. Just Nickelback can do whatever the hell they want to. Why is it affecting my life? You know what I'm saying? Right. So I mean, that's kind of where I am now. It's like, you know, God protect me from my apathy. That's all I can say about that. But you know.
Yeah.
Everybody has their place. You know.
It seems like hip hop is moving a different direction, and rock is not moving at all.
Well, even rock, you have songs that really should be on classic rock stations that are still on the regular rock station.
Yeah.
On prime time slots. Any of the new bands love. Right?
Yeah.
You know
none of them. So.
You know, it's like. I don't know how many of these new bands that's on regular terrestrial radio is all that great anyway. Right. Most of the time I hear a new band, they sound like Mumford & Sons or something like that.
Yeah, you know.
Or they sound like a pop song on the regular top 40 stations. Yeah. You know, so the lines are getting a little blurred as to what we should be rock and alternative. You know?
That one new one sounds just like Led Zeppelin. Who is that we're listening to?
Greta Van Fleet or something like that. Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin.
They sound just like
they're based out of Detroit. You know what I mean? They sound exactly like old Led Zeppelin. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they're gonna go far because
they can sound like Zeppelin or they can sound like Hanson. Which one would you prefer?
Yeah, Zeppelin's a good sound for sure. And if people love it, they're eating it up, you know.
It could be like ooh bop, you know. Nobody's gonna do that. You know, I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take
I mean, they look like a boy band though. Yeah. They look like a boy band, but they do rock. I was like, oh, they're gonna go far.
That's a pretty cool little gimmick though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They look like a boy band, so they're gonna get all the girls.
And the dude's like a reincarnation.
But they sound like Led Zeppelin. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not mad
at whoever put that together. They like teenagers.
Yeah, they're like in their 20s.
Oh,
you know,
okay. That's not that young, but still young. Y'all heard of what's the name? Those boys, the Unlocking the Truth and those guys?
Yeah.
What y'all think about them?
We did a show. We like technically you could say we opened up for them because like, we played and then they played right after us at a South by Southwest event. You know what I mean? So we checked them out. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're really good. I feel
they're
like
coming along.
I feel like a lot of people, it was more or less a shock thing. Like, oh, these black boys are doing you know, rock music. You know what I mean?
And doing it well.
Yeah, and they're doing it good. You know what I mean? Because we got flavor. So
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like so, more power to them. You know, I wish them you know more success. And you know, I would like to influence more black people to get involved in the genre. I mean,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of why I do what I do.
Yeah,
know?
man, we appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Man.
It is much appreciated. You know, we need more like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to do my best. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're gonna talk about your boy Yeezus. Oh yeah, I knew you were gonna like that. All right, so we'll be right back, y'all, right here on Black Dot Radio. Y'all stay tuned.
What up? This is Cujo Brown from Tweet Central Lounge, Grand Supreme on 750. Is it true that DP held a video for this match?